point of view. So question is the smallest 3-digit number exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. So what is the smallest 3-digit number? So smallest 3-digit number is 100. And what is largest 3-digit number? So largest 3-digit number is 999. Okay. Smallest 4-digit number is 1000 and largest 4-digit number is 9999. So how can we find answer for this question? The smallest 3-digit number exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. So first of all we have to take LCM of these three numbers. So LCM of these three numbers will be 24. Okay, LCM of these three numbers will be 24. Okay, then we have to divide the smallest 3-digit number by LCM, and whatever remainder will be there, whatever remainder will be there, we will subtract the obtained remainder from the LCM and the resulting number then added to the smallest number, then we will get a smallest 3-digit number. So just see how. 24 4 are 96. Okay, the remainder is here, what remainder is 4. Okay, so then we have to subtract the obtained remainder from LCM. We have to subtract the obtained remainder from LCM. So resulting number is 20. Then this resulting number should be added in smallest 3-digit number, that is 100. So the new number will be 120. So 120 is the smallest 3-digit number, which is exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. There is no number less than 120 that is exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. So this is your answer. But what about highest 3-digit number or largest 3-digit number? So again, we have to divide the largest 3-digit number from the LCM. So largest 3-digit number is 999 and we have to divide it by LCM. Okay, so 24 4 ja 96, remainder is 39. Now again it can go in one time, so 24 1 ja 24. Now remainder is 15. So in case of smallest number, we have subtracted the obtained remainder from LCM and then added the resulting number in smallest 3-digit numbers to get our final answer. But in case of highest number, in case of largest number, we have to just subtract the obtained remainder from number itself. Okay, so number itself, so largest 3-digit number is 999 and we have to just subtract the obtained remainder. So we get 984. So 984 is the highest number or largest 3-digit number, which is exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. Suppose if we subtract this remainder from 24 and add the resulting number in largest number, then it will get converted into 4-digit. Okay, so we cannot do the same process in case of largest number. Okay, now next question is the largest 4-digit number exactly divisible by each of 12, 15, 18 and 24. So as you know, the largest 4-digit number is 9999. So what you have to do, you have to just take LCM of 12, 15, 18 and 27. Okay, and then divide the largest 4-digit number and whatever remainder will be there, okay, subtract the obtained remainder from number itself, you will get your required answer. But as you can see, it is very calculative. If you go to solve this question through basic method, it will be very calculative and time consuming. So is there any other method, other trick that we can apply and solve the question within 10 seconds? Yes, of course there is. But for that you have to know something. Something is what? You have to know divisibility rule. Divisibility rule. So divisibility rule of for what? You know, there is 8 numbers. There is more than 8 numbers, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. These are the numbers that we can use to solve the question related to LCM and HCM. But we must know what is divisibility rule of these numbers. So what is divisibility rule of 2? Any even number can be divisible by 2. Any even number is exactly divisible by 2. What is divisibility rule of 4? If the last two digit of a number is exactly divisible by 4, then the number itself is exactly divisible by 4. So just take an example. 999,072. This is an example, a number. Okay. So is this number is exactly divisible by 2? Yes. This is an even number, so exactly divisible by 2. If this number is exactly divisible by 4? Yes. Last two digit. If the last two digit of a number is exactly divisible by 4, then the whole number is exactly divisible by 4. What is divisibility rule of 8? If the last three digit of a number is exactly divisible by 8, then number itself is divisible by 8. Now, what is divisibility rule of 3? What is divisibility rule of 3? If sum of digit of the given number is exactly divisible by 3, then the number itself is divisible by 3. So, number is 999,072. This is the number. So, if sum of digit is exactly divisible by 3? Yes, of course. So, 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. So you will get 36 as a sum. So is 36 is divisible by 3? Yes, of course, 36 is divisible by 3. So if sum of digit of a number is divisible by 3, then the number itself is divisible by 3. So this number is exactly divisible by 3. Okay. Now what is divisibility rule of 9? What is divisibility rule of 9? Now again, the divisibility rule of 3 and 9 is same. Sum of digit must be divisible by 9. So is this number is divisible by 9? Yes, of course. Sum of digit of this number is 36 and 36 is divisible by 9, exactly divisible by 9. So this number is also exactly divisible by 9. Okay. Similarly, if the last digit or unit digit of any number is either 0 or 5, then that number is exactly divisible by 5. So these are the some rules that we can use as a tool to solve question related to LCM. Okay. Now one more thing. If a number is divisible by 12, then the same number will also be divisible by factor of 12. Okay, factor of the one of the important factor of 12 is 3 and other is 4. Also there are 6 is also a factor of 12, then the same number will also be divisible by 6 also. Okay, if a number is divisible by 18, then the same number will also be divisible by factor of 18. If a number is divisible by 54, then the same number will also be divisible by factor of 54. Okay, if a number is divisible by 21, then the same number will also be divisible by factor of 21, that is 3 and 7. Okay, so these are the basic basic rules that we can apply to solve question related to LCM and HCF without finding LCM. Okay, so just see how can we approach this question. Okay, so question is the largest 4-digit number is exactly divisible by each of 12, 15, 18 and 20. Okay, so suppose if a number is exactly divisible by 12, then that number will also be exactly divisible by factor of 12, that is 3 and 4. So I'm just taking that factor which is important for our point of view. Okay, if a number is divisible by 15, then the same number will also be divisible by factor of 15, that is 3. So we have already taken 3 as a factor, so 5 will be here. Okay, now if a number is exactly divisible by 18, then that number will also be divisible by factor of 18. So important factor of 18 that we can use as a tools is 9. Okay, Now if a number is exactly divisible by 27, then that same number will also be divisible by factor of 27. So again, important factor of 27 is 9. Okay, so we have these 4 tools. We can apply these 4 tools to solve, to find out our answer. Okay, so question is largest 4-digit number which is exactly divisible by these numbers. Okay, so that option will be our answer, which is exactly divisible by these numbers, smallest number 3, 4, 5 and 9. So first of all, we will be checking divisibility rule of 9. Okay, if 9 is there, so no need to check divisibility rule of 3, because divisibility rule of 3 and 9 is same. Okay, so what is divisibility rule of 9? Sum of digits must be divisible by 9. So if you go through the first option, so this is divisible by 9. Okay, 9, but remainder here is 6. So this cannot be our answer, because the given number is exactly divisible by 18. So if the given number is exactly divisible by 18, then that number must also be exactly divisible by factor of 18, that is 9. Okay, so this cannot be our answer, because this is not exactly divisible by 9. If we go through the second option, so 9, 7 plus 2, 9, this is exactly divisible. So this may be our answer. Okay. Now if we go through the option C, so this is not exactly divisible by 9. We are getting 3 as a remainder, so this cannot be our answer. Again, option C cannot be our answer, because here we are getting 6 as a remainder, so this cannot be our answer. So we are left with only one option, that is B. So B is the right answer. Okay, so B is the right answer. So to solve this question using divisibility rule is very easy, and we can find out answer of these types of question in very less time, maybe 10 second, 8 second, 15 second, not more than that. So just see next question. Okay, when 7 is subtracted from a number, the resulting number is exactly divisible by 12, 16, 18 and 21. Okay, when 7 is subtracted from a number, so just subtract 7 from these numbers, you will get 1007. Okay, you will get 1015, you will get 1008. Okay, 1025. These are the numbers. So that option will be our answer, which is exactly divisible by 12, 16, 18 and 24. What does it mean? If a number is exactly divisible by 12, then that number must also be exactly divisible by factor of 12, that is 3 and 4. If a number is exactly divisible by 16, then that number must also be divisible by factor of 16. So important factor of 16 is 4 and 8. Okay. If a number is exactly divisible by 18, then that number will also be exactly divisible by factor of 18, that is 9. Now again, if 21 number is exactly divisible by 21, then the same number will also be divisible by factor of 21. So important factor of 21 is 3 and 7. Okay, so we have got 5 numbers as our tool. We can apply these tools in finding our answer. Okay, so let's start. First of all, we have to check divisibility rule of 9. Okay, why we are using very first divisibility rule of 9? Because divisibility rule of 9 is very easy. Okay, and if we have 9 as a tool, so we shouldn't use 3 as a tool, because divisibility rule of both is same. If a number is exactly divisible by 9, then the same number will also be exactly divisible by 3, because 3 is the factor of 9. Okay, so just take divisibility rule of 9. So what is divisibility rule of 9? Sum of digit must be divisible by 9. So in these numbers, that number will be our answer, which is exactly divisible by 9. Okay, so 7 plus 8, this cannot be our answer, because sum of digit is 8. 7 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7, this cannot be our answer, because sum of digit is 7. 8 plus 1, So this can be our answer. 8 plus 1 9, 9 is exactly divisible by 9. So this may be our answer. In the last option D, 5 plus 2 plus 1, that is 8. So 8 is also not divisible by 9. So our result, our answer is C. C is exactly divisible by. When we subtract 7 from this number, the resulting number will be exactly divisible by the given numbers. Okay, so option C is the right answer. Okay, now let's move on next question. Find the greatest number of 5 digit, okay, which is when divided by 3, 5, 8 and 12 leaves 2 as a remainder. Okay, so here numbers is 3, 5, 8 and 12. If 12 is there, we can if the number is, when the number is divided by 12, leaves 2 as a remainder. Okay, if 12 is there, we will get 3 and 4 as a 2's. So we have taken already 3, so we can take 4 as a tool. So we have 4 numbers as a tool. We can apply these tool in finding our answer. So that number will be our answer, which gives 2 as a remainder when divided by these numbers. Okay, so first of all, we have to use 3 as a tools. Okay, so what is divisibility rule of 3? Sum of digit must be divisible by 3. Okay, but when we divide the given number by 3, remainder must be 2. Okay, so if you see first option, first option is exactly divisible by 3, so we cannot take this option cannot be our answer because remainder must be 2. If we see second option, this is also exactly divisible by 3, so this cannot be our answer because remainder must be 2. If we see option C, so this gives 2 as a remainder, so this may be our answer. Okay, and if we see option D, so 9, 7 plus 2 9, this option is also giving us 2 as a remainder. So we use divisibility rule of 3 and we eliminated 2 options out of 4 options. Now after that we will be using 4, divisibility rule of 4 as a tools. So what is divisibility rule of 4? If the last 2 digit of a number is divisible by 4, then the number itself is divisible by 4. So last 2 digit is here 62. If we divide 62 by 4, we will get 2 as a remainder. So this can be our answer. Here in option D, the last 2 digits is 22. Okay, so if we divide by 4, we will get 2 as a remainder. Okay, so still we are in 50-50. We couldn't find our exact answer. Okay, now we can also use 8 as a tool. So this option will also, what is divisibility rule of 8? If the last 3 digit of a number is divisible by 8, then the number itself is divisible by 8. So when we divide the given number by 8, remainder must be 2. Okay, so if we divide this option, this 962, remainder will be 2. If we divide 722, again we get remainder as a 2. So again we have used all the tools. Okay, and we couldn't find our answer. So how to find our answer if we fail, if all the tools that we have is fail? So in that condition, we have to take help of given question. What is question here? Find the greatest number of 5 digit, which is when divided by this. Greatest number of 5 digit. So out of these 2 options, that option will be our answer, which is greatest. So which option is greatest? So option C is greatest. So option C will be the right answer. So our answer is C. Okay. Now the next question is, The largest 5-digit number, which is when divided by 16, 24, 30 or 60, 36, leaves 10 as a remainder in each case. Okay. So that number will be our answer, which is when divided by 16, 24, 30 and 36 leaves 10 as a remainder. So if we subtract 10 from all these numbers, okay, then what we get? 99269, 99360, 99259 and 99340. Okay. Now that option will be our answer, which is exactly divisible by 16, 24, 30 and 36. So if we have 16 is there, then we can get 4 and 8 as a tools. If 24 is there, we can also get 3, 4 and 8 as a tool. If 30 is there, we can get 5 as a tool. If 36 is there, we can get 9 as a tool. Okay. If 9 is there, we shouldn't use the divisibility rule of 3. Okay. So first of all, we will be using divisibility rule of 9. So what is divisibility rule of 9? If the sum of digit is divisible by 9, then the number itself is divisible by 9. So if we go through the first option, then 6 plus 2, 8. We are getting 8 as a remainder. This number must be exactly divisible by 9. So this cannot be our answer. If we go through the second option, so 9, 9, 6 plus 3, 9. So this is exactly divisible by 9. So this may be our answer. Okay. At this point of time, we cannot choose option B as a right answer. Okay. We must go through all the options. Okay. So if we go through the third option, C, so 9, 9, 9, 5 plus 2, 7. So remainder here is 7. So there shouldn't be any remainder. The number must be divisible by 9. So this cannot be our answer. Okay. If we go through the last option, so this gives 7 as a remainder. So this cannot be our answer. So the correct answer, we are left with only one option. So correct option is B. So B is the right answer. Okay. If we go through the basic method, so it will be very calculative. And these, if we know the divisibility rule of how to use divisibility rule to find question related to LCM, then it is very easy. Okay, you can find any type of question except Bell's question related to Bell's to solve the question related to LCM and HCF. Any type of question can be solved using these tools, this method, this approach. Okay, using divisibility rule, you can solve any types of question related to LCM and HCF except question related to Bell's. Okay. Now, the next question. The number nearest to 10,000, which is exactly divisible by these numbers. Okay, the number nearest to 10,000. So, how many numbers we have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. All the given numbers is a kind of tool that we have to use. Okay. So that number will be our answer, which is nearest to 10,000 and exactly divisible by these numbers. So we don't have 9 as a tool. So first of all, we have to use 3 as a tool because divisibility rule of 3 is very easy. So is this option is divisible by 3? Yes. If this option is divisible by 3? Yes. If this option is divisible by 3? Yes. If this option is divisible by 3? No. So we have eliminated one option out of 4 given options. Now we have to use 4 as a tools. So what is divisibility rule of 4? Last 2 digits must be divisible by 4. So 40 is divisible by 4, 80 is divisible by 4, 96 is divisible by 4. Okay. So we couldn't get our answer. We have used 2 tools. Now if we use 8 as a tools, okay, if we use 8 as a tools, then last 3 digit must be divisible by 8. So this is divisible by 8. Last 3 digit must be divisible by 8. So this is also divisible by 8. Last 3 digit. So 8 1 ja 8, 19, 8 2 ja 16, 16. Okay, 3, 36. So this is not divisible by 8. Okay, so we are left with only two options, A and B. Okay, so if we go divide by 3 by 5, so again all the both option A and B is divisible by 5. So again we couldn't get our correct answer, which one is the right answer. Now similarly, if we divide by 7, if we divide by 7, these two option is exactly divisible by 7. Okay, so we can go through, we can check the divisibility rule of 7. If we check divisibility rule of 7, then we can get any of these two options. So if we divide the given option by 7, these two option is exactly divisible by 7, and we couldn't get our correct answer. So again in this condition also we have to take help of question itself. So what we have to find out? We have to find out the number nearest to 10,000, which is exactly divisible by this number. So which number out of these two options, which number is nearest to 10,000? So nearest to 10,000, nearest to 10,000 means the number may be less than 10,000 and number may be greater than 10,000. So nearest to 10,000 is B. So B is the right answer. Okay. So that's all for today. We are meeting again in the next session. Till that, thank you so much.